Alrighty, guys, so it's about 2:30 p.m. right now on the East Coast, and the markets are still pretty flat. Nasdaq's down a little bit as the Russell's up a little bit. Same with the S&P and the Dow, and we have the VIX down 4% as the metals here are up a little bit. Gold's up 0.5% as silver's up 1.2%. So in this video, we're going to break down the markets, and like you all saw in the title, we're going to break down GameStop stock. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've talked GameStop, but today it's moving up about 2%, and I want to break down if there's more upside in my eyes on GameStop stock. So if you all find value, hit the like button, subscribe, get up to 20 stocks from Moomoo and 12 stocks from Webull, link down below, and let's just dive into the video. So again, markets are pretty much teeter-tottering still like they were in my last video. We currently have the Nasdaq down about, it's actually just at break even pretty much, down, no joke, 0.02% pretty much, again at break even, as the Russell's up 0.07%, S&P and the Dow each are up 0.3%, as like I mentioned, the VIX is down 4%. And what we're noticing here is SPY did not, I guess this is a good sign for the bulls today, SPY did not take the lows out from yesterday. If you guys take a look here on the 5-day, 5-minute, yesterday's low was 374 roughly, and today's low right now is, as of now, which it's probably going to remain this way for today, it's right around $378. So we did hold a higher low from yesterday's low, which is great, but we're still obviously at a point where we're at a lower high as well. So we're kind of in a wedge here on the 5-day, 5-minute on SPY. Same with Triple Q, which if I pull this up, yesterday's low on Triple Q was 262.46. Today's low was at about 263.70. We held that low, and clearly, we're at a lower high as well. So we're in a wedge on Triple Q. And at this point, heading into next week, guys, and by the way, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys do have a great Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody out there. I appreciate you all for tuning in to the channel. As always, all your support, seriously, throughout the years. I don't know if you knew this, but I've been doing YouTube, guys, for 5 years, 4 or 5 years at this point, even longer than that. I've had multiple channels in my life. I've been doing YouTube for a long time. I appreciate you guys seriously for tuning in. And, I hope you do have a Merry Christmas, great Christmas with your, family, friends, happy holidays, all that good stuff, guys. Again, I appreciate you all so much. So with that being said, keep your eyes out on the wedge, on the 5-day, on Triple Q and SPY. And it's just a waiting game at this point, right? What direction are we going to pick? The markets today, to be honest, have not been too entertaining. We'll leave it at that for this part of the video, guys. And for crude oil, let's pull up crude oil. This is up another 2.75%. Now, this is actually looking pretty interesting, and we could keep stay on this topic for a minute. It is now pushing $80 a barrel, and it's still on a downtrend. Don't get it twisted, guys. We're still at a lower high at this point, but look at what we're doing. We're actually peaking above both moving averages, and with today's move above 79 a barrel, we're actually taking out the high on oil from yesterday, which was right around, it did go above. Let me pull the 5-day up. It looks like, today it went up over 80 a barrel. Yesterday it went almost to 80 a barrel. So we took that high out, which is good. Uptrend is continuing on the 5-day, 10-day chart. You guys see it. Maybe 20-day. Probably not 20-day. Not 20-day. But on the 5-day, 10-day charts, uptrend is there on oil, but peeling back the layers a bit, which you got to do that, guys. You got to look at all the time frames. 4-hour chart, it clearly shows 85 is a massive level of resistance. So I'm going to set my alert right now on oil. Mark is at or above. Let me do that now. $85 a barrel. And like I said, silver, gold, those are up, but we're not going to break those down in this video. Not much has changed from when I recently covered them. So let's just dive into GameStop, guys. GameStop right now is up a little bit, up about 2% on the day, which is really not much. And to be honest, we're not getting any crazy volume yet or any crazy signs of a squeeze quite yet. But the reason why I want to cover GameStop is because it's at a big level of support from a couple months ago. If we look here on the 4-hour chart, let me make sure you guys can see this. Let me make my face a little bit smaller. You're going to notice here back in May, middle of May of 2022, we pretty much bottomed out at 19 ish, $20. That was on the 12th, to be exact, of May 2022. And from that point, I mean, this stock went ballistic. It had many runs, Many pullbacks as well, but a lot of huge pumps from $20 to 35. It pulled back to 29, ran to 37, pulled back to about 28, ran to 40, then it got all the way to almost $50 a share. That was back in the middle of August. So we're not seeing any signs, like I said, of any volume, a squeeze yet, a reversal even. I mean, we're still under the moving averages, but the fact that now we're back at the lows from May, I want to watch this thing, especially now as we're up a little bit on the day. We're doing pretty well compared to the markets. And, we did momentarily take out 19 yesterday. We hit 1850, as you guys can see here on the chart, but we obviously have since recovered a pretty nice amount over that. Now we're over $20. So let's see what happens next week, guys. Around $20, $21 on GameStop. That's going to be a point where if this does break, we could see in the very short term. Let me show you guys this. I'll set my alert in the meantime at $21. Mark is at or above. If this breaks, don't you see a wide open gap to about 23.50? Do you guys not see that? That was support all throughout, the beginning of September on GameStop, throughout pretty much 10 days ago. We were holding 23. So if we peak over 21, initially we could see a 10% pop to $23. Then if that were to break, then we have these, these levels after that, 26, 28, $30 a share. These are some key points on GameStop. And like I said, this is the third time I'm saying this. Volume's not there yet. We're not seeing this huge squeeze yet, but I believe it could be coming if we start knocking out these levels. 21, especially 23, which let me set another one. Mark is at or above $23 a share. So what do you guys think? I mean, this is a very, very big point. And to play devil's advocate, I mean, if we fall under, $19, $18, $18.50, there could be a huge dump on GameStop. And believe it or not, it's still trading a lot above, or a good amount above where it was before the huge, the historic run that we saw, which took place in the beginning of 2021. And I mean, thinking back on that time, unbelievable time period. I mean, what a time to be alive back then. I remember, guys, before that huge run, and no, I didn't buy GameStop before the huge run. I'm not going to BS and sugarcoat and be like, oh yeah, I bought GameStop at $2 and sold it at $120. No, guys, I did not participate in the GameStop rally, unfortunately. But I do remember looking at the stock and analyzing it many times on the YouTube channel before it ran up. And, it's crazy to think that it ran up that much, and now we're actually at a support level where if we take it out, we're pretty much one step away to getting back to, maybe not right away to the fundamental value, but, single digits. At this point, if GameStop fails at $20, we have a wide open gap down to $10. I mean, this thing could cut in half very quickly. Don't be shocked if it does do that. If we do start failing at 20, 18, 17, it could go down to 10 just like that. And then just like that, it is back to, honestly, I don't even know what the fundamental value of GameStop even is. All I know is that before the huge run, it was trading at $2, $3, $4, $1. I mean, that is where it was when I was talking about it, back in, when the heck was that? The end of 2020, early 2021, which really, guys, was not long ago. That was just about 2 years ago. I mean, this stuff, if you look back on the whole Wall Street bets, AMC, GameStop, all those stocks going crazy, BlackBerry, Nokia, if you look back on that, it seems like a long time ago, at least to me. But really, I mean, this stuff is fresh. It just happened. And this is a real life lesson of a bubble playing out and how long it takes to actually get back to, its fundamental value, which who knows? I mean, is that $4, $2, $1, $5, $10? I have no idea. AMC's already gotten down pretty much to its fundamental value. This is one that went from $2 to $72, which is insane. And this is one that I did participate a little bit in, traded it in and out, made some money. I obviously didn't catch the whole game, not even close to the whole game, but I did make some money on AMC, and now it's back to $4. I mean, this thing is pretty much right back to where it was before the whole run-up. In fact, guys, look, in September of 2020, just about 3 years ago, GameStop was, AMC was over where it is right now. It was higher in price back then, 3 years ago, than it is right now. So AMC's really come down, you could argue, right back to fundamental value as of now. And GameStop's on its way. It's hanging on right by a thread, which I believe if we hold on above this point, like I said earlier, we could catch a nice move on this, maybe back to the mid-high 20s, but it's hanging on by a thread. We'll leave it at that for today's video, guys, for this video. So what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think about GameStop? Do you think we're going to fall under 18, start going back to 10, near the fundamental value of what probably is around $4 or $5 on the stock? Or do you think we're going to moon going back to $30, $40? What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to get up to 20 stocks from Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit. Each of those stocks could be up to $2,000. Use that link down below. And you could also get 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. Also linked down below. And if you want to check out the Patreon, feel free to do that as well. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I'll be making more videos, but I'm just saying that right now anyway, since Christmas isn't 2 days from now, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.